In today's video, we're going to talk about Daniel's 70 weeks. And this is another controversial topic when it comes to the Bible. People just want to believe what they want to believe, even in the face of evidence. As in my last video, I showed clearly that the 1/3 is not angels. The 1/3 of the stars that were drawn in Revelation were and are the children of Israel. But, people want to believe just what they want to believe. They find a comfortable spot on the couch and they kind of just want to stay there. But so today we're going to talk about the 70 weeks. If you want to really understand the 70 weeks, you're going to have to get off the couch. And I know the older people are, the more difficulty there is with learning new concepts that are different than what you learned before. That's why when Christ was arguing with the Pharisees, he said, no man pours new wine into old bottles. What Christ was telling the Pharisees, they were already broken. They were old bottles that new things couldn't come into. It was not possible for them to learn. It's only for the few. Maybe you're the few, or maybe you're not the few. We're going to talk about the 70 weeks prophesied by Daniel in the Bible. Daniel chapter 9, verse 1. In the first year of Darius, the son of Ahasuerus, of the seed of the Medes, which was made king over the realm of the Chaldeans, in the first year of his reign, I, Daniel, understood by books the number of years whereof the word of the Most High came to Jeremiah the prophet, that he would accomplish 70 years in the desolation of Jerusalem. And I set my face unto the Most High to seek by prayer and supplication with fasting and sackcloth and ashes. So what's going on here? Daniel understood by reading the Bible, or the book of Jeremiah at that time, that they were only supposed to be in Babylon for 70 years. So he's saying to the Most High, the 70 years is up. What's going on? Why have we not left? Where did he get the 70 years from in Jeremiah? Jeremiah 29:10. For thus saith the Most High, that after 70 years be accomplished at Babylon, I will visit you and perform my good word toward you in causing you to return to this place. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, says the Most High, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. The Most High is telling Israel, get comfortable in Babylon because you're going to stay there for 70 years. You're not coming home. The 70 years is now up and Daniel's saying we should be going home. Now the angel is going to explain to Daniel why they have not gone yet, because there's still some time left. He's going to give him a timeline. Let's read the timeline. Daniel chapter 9, verse 24. 70 weeks are determined upon thy people, upon the holy city, to finish the transgression and to make an end of sins, and to make a reconciliation for iniquity, and to bring in everlasting righteousness, and to seal up the vision and prophecy, and to anoint the most holy. Now therefore, and understand that going forth of the commandment to restore and to rebuild Jerusalem until Messiah the Prince shall be 7 weeks, and in 62 weeks the street shall be built again, and the wall, even in troublous times. Now he understands. It's 7 more weeks they have to be stuck in Babylon. We went from 70 years, but there's only 7 weeks left, or 7 years left. And then it says 62 weeks shall the street be built again, even in troublous times. It's not the third temple, which I hear some people talking about. This is during Nehemiah's time. So to understand, rebuilding the wall and the city is during the time of Nehemiah, Ezra, Zerubbabel, and Haggai the prophet. Those three have to be read together to understand the 62 weeks. Ezra chapter 5, verse 2. Then rose up Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, and Jeshua, the son of Josadak, and began to build the house of Elohim, which is at Jerusalem. And with them were prophets of Elohim helping them. And at the same time came Tatnai the governor on the side of the river, and Shether-boznai and their companions, and said unto them, who has commanded you to build this house and to make up this wall? Then said we unto them after this manner, what are the names of the men that make up this building? But the eye of the Elohim and upon the elders of the Jews, that it could not cause them to cease, till the matter came to Darius, and they returned by answer by letter concerning this matter. Very simply, when they were trying to build the wall, they were opposition. Because of the opposition, it slowed the building. You read in Daniel, it says that the wall would be built in troubled times. So that's what it's talking about. Nothing in the future. All this is gone even before we get to the New Testament. Now here's where we get the controversy. Daniel chapter 9, verse 26. And after 62 weeks shall Messiah be cut off, but not for himself. And the people of the prince shall come to destroy the city and the sanctuary, and thereof shall be a flood until the end of war and desolations are determined, and shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week, and in the midst of the week shall cause the sacrifice and the oblation to cease, and the overspreading of abominations. He shall make it desolate, even unto the consummation, and that determined shall be poured upon the desolate. Very simply, this 1 week in many Christians' mind is somewhere in the future, and that the Antichrist is going to come and confirm a covenant with the children of Israel, and he's going to cause the oblation and the sacrifice to cease, and he's going to be called the Abomination of Desolations. In reality, this has already happened For this to happen in the future, this man would have to come and destroy a temple that was rebuilt. So we need a third temple. We need the sacrifices to restart. We need so many things to happen. We need priests conducting sacrifices again in Jerusalem. For the 1 week tribulation to occur, we need a temple. We need the mosque in Jerusalem to be taken down. I want you guys to think about that now. This is not going to happen. This occurred when the Roman Empire smashed Jerusalem. In 70 AD, the Roman general Titus, the future emperor, besieged Jerusalem. The city was heavily fortified and the siege lasted months. The city experienced severe famine and internal strife during the siege, and the children of Israel suffered starvation and disease. The second temple in Jerusalem was destroyed August 10th, 70 AD. The Romans set it on fire and was burned down, and its destruction marked a significant part of the Bible history. This is when the oblation and the sacrifice ceased. This is the week that we read about in Daniel. It's not in the future, it's in the past. And that's why Christ said in Matthew 24, verse 15, "When ye therefore shall see the abomination, desolation, spoken by Daniel the prophet, standing in the holy place, who readeth, let him understand. Then let him which is in Judea flee into the mountains. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be." What Christ is saying very simply, when you see this man standing in the holy place, what's the holy place? Jerusalem. When did it occur? 70 AD, when General Titus smashed Jerusalem, later became emperor. He caused the oblation and the sacrifice to cease. That's what Christ was talking about. When you see this man standing in the holy place and the war was beginning to start, the people who were in Jerusalem should have fled into the mountains, as Christ said. But the ones who didn't were captured and taken as slaves. This is not in the future. So to sum this all up, Daniel's 70 weeks are complete. There's nothing about this as any future prophecy. You can erase that. As I said before, the only thing we're looking for is the war which precedes Christ's return. That's it for today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.